today we are on lesson 3 of 6, not lesson 2 of 6. We're on lesson 3 of 6. And true, Mawande. Hello, Arona. So we're going to be talking about measures of central tendency, and we had been talking about things like our frequency tables and what it means for us to be able to calculate for the mean, the median, and the mode of all of this information. All right, so I hope you guys remember that what we're going to need in order to calculate for the mean is the cumulative frequency. Veteran Watobians, who can remind us, how do we calculate for the cumulative frequency? Who remembers? Enke, love to see it. How are you doing, my sweetie?
Hello, ma'am. How are you? How's everyone?
I think everybody's doing great because they're answering our questions for us in the chat. So I'm going to ask you to like put this together for us, hey? Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the first one we're going to have 5
for
times
the first
0.
one, yes. And that's
How
going to
many?
be a 0.
Good. We're going to put a 0 over here, and then 1 times 70 will give us
a 70.
Beautiful. Good. And then 2 times 21 will give us
a 42.
Excellent. 42. And 3 times 3 will give us, no worries, Princess, hello.
A 9.
Excellent. And 4 times 1 will give us
4.
Beautiful. Excellent. So we're going to have to find the total of our cumulative frequency and the total of our frequency over here. All right. So can you add all of these up for me and tell me how many? Okay, we already know how many households we have, right? We've got 100 households. So we know that our frequency is going to be 100, right? What about our cumulative frequency? Can you add up our cumulative frequency for us, Entle?
125.
125. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So we're just going to remind ourselves quickly, when we're calculating for the mean, our formula reads that the mean, which is always an X with a prime on the top, is always the, excuse me. Okay, we're always going to take the sum of my cumulative frequency divided by the sum of my frequency. All right, can you put this together for us? What is my mean going to equal? What is the sum of my cumulative frequency?
The sum of your cumulative frequency is 125, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, excellent. It is 120. Oh, now I'm writing 1.25. 125. 125 divided by what is the sum of our frequency?
Divided by our frequency, right?
What is the sum of our frequency?
It's 100.
Beautiful. It's 100. So we just need to go to our calculator and put all of this together. So the average car per household is how many?
The answer is 1,25.
Beautiful. 1,25. 1,25. And that is our mean. And you deserve all the flowers because you did that beautifully, beautifully. Well done. Like, I had no doubts, but like, you know, it's nice for you to prove me right. I love to see it. Thank you, Enke. Always just doing excellent stuff. Amazing. Well done. Well done. I know, yes. And I know that we're going to talk about this because Isabel said, ma'am, but you can't have 1,25 cars. So we can then just say, we can round down and we can say the average household has 1 car. Has 1 car. Thank you, Isabel. I feel like Isabel's trying to steal my job just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't know. Mawanda's like, oh, you can, Isabel, trust me. Mawanda, I want to see your 0.25 of a car. You need to show me your 0.25 of a car. I would love to see it. Hi, Shaden, how are we doing?
Hi, ma'am. I'm lucky not fine. I'm very sick, but anyways, winter's not doing me good. Anyways, ma'am, I just wanted to say, ma'am, thank God for you. If it wasn't for you, I would have never understood this topic. I'm actually currently so lost in class at this topic. We started it a few days ago. I think last week, Thursday, we started this topic. And in class, it's like nothing is going in my head. Like, my sir is just so fast. And like, I get some things, obviously, because of the things that I saw here on Watobe. But other than that, ma'am, like, it's hectic. It is hectic.
I think sometimes, like, especially when it's like a big class and your teachers move really fast, it's hard for you to keep up, and they're not going to like take the time to like explain every tiny little thing to you. So I think, you know what, I'm very flattered, right, that you're keeping up with what's happening in class, which I absolutely love. It's the best thing to hear. It's the biggest compliment for a teacher. And I'm so glad that you're understanding at least some way, because it means we're actually understanding. I love it. I hope you feel better soon, my sweetie. Okay, you're in my
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Love it. Guys, we're a family here. If you're ever feeling like you're not understanding anything, please ask questions. Okay, please ask questions. I know, Chida, that's hilarious. It's like half a car, like 3/4 and 3 wheels and a quarter of a steering wheel, wheelchairs for car seats, half a door equals 1.25 cars. Oh, Luandle, I'm so sorry. Teacher Nelly is going to help you just now. Hi, Siam Tanda. How are you doing, my sweetie?
I'm good, ma'am, and how are you?
I'm excellent. Siam Tanda, how are you? Oh, sorry. What's up? I'm sorry. I'm repeating the same thing over again. I'm good. All right. How can I help?
I wanted to ask, like, I don't understand this whole frequency thing because we haven't started with it in my school.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So what we're doing is we're actually doing stats. Okay. So what we're doing is we're finding things like the average amount. Let's look at this question that we were just looking up here. It says, a survey of 100 households were asked how many cars there were in each household, right? So if we survey, let's say, a neighborhood, and there are 100 houses in this neighborhood, then that tells me that at least every household should have one car, based on the information they've collected around these 100 households. So that's the idea. That's the idea behind what's happening in these kinds of questions. Okay, so we're basically collecting data and we're analyzing the data and we're seeing how it helps us understand people, okay, or situations. All right, so if it's a little bit confusing, it's because we're on lesson 3 of 6. Okay, which means you might have to go back on the website and look for lesson 1 and 2. Okay, they might make a little bit more sense in the scheme, the grand scheme of things that we're doing. Okay.
Okay, then. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Keep asking any questions. If you're still stuck, I'm happy to explain. Okay, for those of you who have questions still, I'm just going to ask everybody else to try this one question. Okay, now remember, guys, when we have this thing, who remembers what this thing is called? When we have a range of answers, what do we call it when something goes from 1 to 5, when we don't have a specific number that we're looking for? Ah, Lesego, I love it. Ah, thank you. That's it, my wonder beautiful. This is called an interval. Okay, it's an interval, which means we're not going to get an answer like 3 or 1. We're going to get a range of answers. So all the answers we get there fall between the range of 1 and 5. All right, and that's the thing that we're trying to find here. Now, I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do in order to express this. I'm sorry, I like to express this like one under the other. Otherwise, my brain just doesn't compute. Okay, midpoint, we're going to have to find the midpoint, and then we're going to have to find the cumulative frequency, right? So we're going to do this. Then we're going to add our intervals, guys. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25. All right, so I want you guys to read the scenario. You can add in the frequency quickly. And what I want you guys to do for me is find me the midpoint. Naledi, what's up, my sweetie? Yes, Alexander, 100%. We're doing midpoint times frequency. That's how we get cumulative frequency. So that's going to be mid times frequency. Hi, Naledi.
Hi, ma'am.
How's it going,
Ma'am,
my sweetie? What's up?
I'm great to you, ma'am.
I'm
And
good.
I wanted to ask if you could like re-explain how to get the median.
Yes, we're definitely going to touch on that today. Okay, so we're just doing a quick recap of what we did last Wednesday, and then we're going to start with how to calculate for the median. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So before we continue, I'm going to take your question in just a second. Who can remind me, how do we find the midpoint? Who remembers? How are we going to find the midpoint? Oh, teacher knows if you could just help Kanye. Yes, Mawande. How do we find the midpoint?
So hi ma'am. So I think we divide by okay, so we divide we add all the frequency and together, and then we divide it by the number. So like the numbers of the frequency, not the numbers, but like the amount of the frequency.
But what we're going to add together is this first number and the last number, and then we're going to divide by how much?
Sorry, I'm lagging a bit. Then divided by 2, so it's 8.
Good, 8. All right, and then we'll have 11 plus 15 divided
so
by
that'll
2.
be 26. I mean 13.
Good, 13. And Chifaro, I'm going to take your question in just a second. Continue.
36. I mean, okay, 20 plus 16 equals 36 divided by 2, so it's 18. And
good,
then
18.
25.
That's a 21.
Yeah, no, I think it's 23 now.
Oh, yes. So the final answer that we get would be 23, because we'd have 46, which would give us 23. Beautifully done. Awesome, 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 awesome. Love it. All right, excellent. Now we're going to have to find, I'm going to ask somebody else to calculate the cumulative frequency for me. All right.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Mawande. Always love, love, love it. I thought you were going to explain it to me in Afrikaans, but now I'm just like, hey, Tando, how's it going? Hi, Tando.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, my boy. How's it going?
It's good, ma'am. I just wanted to ask, ma'am, where did you get that 2 from that we divide by?
Okay, we are finding the middle. We're finding the middle, right? So if I say to you, Tando, that I'm going from 0 to 10 kilometers, right? What's my midway point? This is 0 kilometers. My midpoint is 5 kilometers. Now, the way I can find that is if I take 0 and I add it to 10 and I divide by 2, and it would give me 5.
Okay.
Are you seeing what we've done there? Same with if I'm at 2 kilometers and I'm going to 10 kilometers, how am I going to find my midpoint?
Yeah, aren't you going to have to divide by 2?
Yes, correct. We're going to add them together. I know that between 2 and 10, there's 8 kilometers, right?
Yes.
And half of 8 kilometers would be 4, which means I need to add 4, which means my midpoint would be at 6 kilometers. Agreed?
Yes.
So rather than do that, I'm just going to go 2 plus 10 divided by 2. 2 plus 10 would give us 12 divided by 2. 6 kilometers. Do you see why we're adding and then dividing by 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Excellent question, by the way. I appreciate the question. Good one. I think you cleared up a lot of things for many people who wanted to ask the same question. Anotida, how are we doing?
Oh, I am doing goody today.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Are you going to answer the cumulative frequency for me, or do you have a question?
No, I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer all of it, especially all the other questions.
Okay, excellent. I love it when you're in a mathsy mood. It's always a vibe. It's always a vibe when you're in a mathsy mood. Okay, let's do the cumulative frequency. Remember, cumulative frequency will be the frequency multiplied by the midpoint. Okay, so go for it. What's the first answer we'll get?
Okay, so we're gonna get 60 for
good.
first one.
Good. And then the next one.
208.
208. Keep going.
416.
416. And Vasha's helping us out. Vasha, keep those answers coming because I don't have a calculator in front of me right now. So Vasha, keep them coming.
90.
All right.
90.
The next one is 90. Good. 90. And the last one
46.
is 46. Excellent. Good. But we're not done, Anotida, because you still need to add them up in order for us to find the mean, correct? So you need to find me the total of my frequency and the total of my cumulative frequency. Those are the two things we need. Okay. So what is my frequency?
It is 85.
Good. That's the sum of my frequency is 85. Excellent. And what is the sum of my cumulative frequency?
It is 820.
Good. Okay. I hope you're looking in the chat as like I am, because I don't have a calculator and everybody in the chat. Okay. So let's calculate for the mean. All right. Remember the mean, Anotida, is X with a little thingy on the top. That's how we identify the mean, is equal to the sum of my cumulative frequency over the sum of my frequency. So what is the sum of my cumulative frequency?
Sum of your cumulative frequency is 820.
Good. It's 820 divided by what number?
85.
85. Good. So my mean will actually equal how much? Thanks, Caitlin. Caitlin's already given us the correct answers.
18,222.
Are we sure 18,222? I'm seeing 9.65. That seems like the answer that comes up quite a lot. Everybody's saying 9.65. You think? Let's just double check.
I don't know. Maybe something's wrong. I'm not sure.
Okay, I think the answer we are looking for is 9.65. Okay. All right, but Anotida, you did that excellently. Method mark.
Never mind. I don't know what happened. I found it. Yeah.
You may have maybe clicked something not 100% on your calculator, but that does happen every now and then. All right. Anotida, always lovely to see you doing maths the right way, my dude. I think you've got a future as a rocket scientist. I don't know. That's just me.
Dynamics.
Thank you very much. Love it. Good. Excellent. For those of you saying, ma'am, is it not 10? In this case, no, because you can't have 0.65 of a day. Remember, you're going camping. It just means you're going to come home in the evening. Okay, so we can have a particular fraction of a day. Okay. Yes, correct, Lwandle. That's exactly what we're doing. All right. Hi, Vasha. How are we doing, my sweetie? Do you want to unmute for me? If you're on your phone, swipe left or right, and you will see the big speak button. Okay, and Tabby saying that's okay, my sweetie, because we are on lesson 3. So you need to go watch lesson, watch lessons 1 and 2. All right. Okay, sorry guys, there, it's a 5, my handwriting. All right, Vasha, I'm gonna take Shaden's question very quickly, and once you've figured out how to unmute, my sweetie, please go ahead and do so. Hi, Shaden.
Ma'am, do you mind just explaining this how to do the symbol, the symbol of the sigma, the sum of thingamajig? I don't really understand.
Sigma. All right, so it's just like a sideways. It's like a sideways M. It's like M like this, but I'm drawing it sideways. You see that?
Yes, yes, ma'am, I know
Okay.
that. Do you mind explaining like how you get the answer, or like the formula,
Okay.
Explaining the formula?
All right. So sigma just means the sum of, okay? It means the sum of, right? And CF stands for cumulative frequency, and F is just for frequency. Okay, so that's why I keep asking everybody to add all of these up for me, because that's the sum of, right?
Okay,
And
because I see in
this
my
is
textbooks they have that symbol, and then they have X, and then they have F, and they have N, and so much other
Yeah.
variables.
I know. So there's different ways for us to calculate that, right? It's just the way that we write it is different. And I'm going to explain in just a little bit. All right. When we do the shortened version of what we're doing now, I'm going to show you the other way that they write it in your textbook, and then it's going to come together. All right.
Okay, thank you
just
so much.
5 minutes, we're going to get there. All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome, Asmi. All right. I see Matabela saying to me, ma'am, can you explain how we got the 9,65? All right. Remember, Matabela, the sum of our cumulative frequency was 820 divided by 85. So 820 divided by 85 gives us 9,65. That's why our mean is 9,65. All right. That's what we did. We went 820 divided by 85. I hope that answers your question, Matabela. Okay. Correct. Thank you, Teacher Nels, for that. Specific, what's up, my sweetie? Hi, Specific, you can unmute for me.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, my sweetie, what's up?
Ma'am, so I have a question. So basically, with this, them calculating the mean. So basically, with an object like a car or something, we would have to round up. But then if it's like a day or something like that, then we keep it as decimals.
Correct. And that would be the difference between discrete and continuous data. Okay, so continuous data is things like days, because days can be measured and you can have decimals in them. But discrete data is like how old you are, right? Like how old, or if we're counting people, we can't have 6,5 people, right? It's either 6 people or 7 people. All right, so that's the difference. We need to know the difference between discrete and continuous data. All right.
Okay.
So
Thank you, ma'am.
continuous is like length and height. Discrete data is you drank 1 soda, or you are 1 person. You see the difference?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome, my sweetie. Good question, by the way. Excellent question. And who's like, 0.5 person? No, 0.5 is not a person. 0.5 is not a person. Varsha, have we figured out how to unmute yet? Please have a look, my sweetie. Swipe left or right and see if you can't see a big speak button and you can unmute for me. All right. Okay, guys, let's get started on this work over here, because now we're going to be learning about a baby's still a full person, Alexander. Let's get started on this. Now we're going to be learning the shortcuts, guys, because we're not going to be able to draw a cumulative frequency graph and a table for all of this. Now, what we're going to do when we answer these kinds of questions, where we answer for the mean, the median, and the mode, we're always going to do the same thing. Our number 1 step over here, guys, is always to arrange everything, arrange in ascending order. All right, ascending order. So I'm going to give everybody exactly 60 seconds to take this answer that they have here for A, and you're going to arrange all of these numbers, the set of data we've been given, and we're going to arrange it in ascending order. All right, I'm also going to give myself 30 I'm going to give myself 30 seconds. You guys have 60 seconds. Go. I'm going to start. Okay, let me see. 2. No, Enka, you're cheating. Wait. 2. I know Tina and Enka are cheating. Hold on. 2 is done, and then there's a 3. No, you guys are cheating. Wait for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and then we're going to do 5s. So 1, okay, 1, 5, great. Okay, 5, one of them. Okay, and then we're going to go 6, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8. Okay, so 6, 7, and 8. All right, done. I'm also done. Yay. Okay, Excellent. Princess, don't. I know, Shaden, they're cheating. Princess is like, you're going to be that last person to finish in the exam room. Guys, don't be like that. Don't be like that. All right, so we're going to learn the shortcuts on how to answer the question for the mean, the median, and the mode. Right, so the first thing we're going to learn about is the mean. And Shaden, I want you to pay particular attention, because when we don't have a frequency table, what we're going to do is we're still going to express the mean as an X with a line over it. But what we're going to do is we're going to express all of these numbers as X. So all of these numbers will be X, 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 some number X. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take the sum of all the X values divided by N. And this N is going to mean the number of values. The number of values. All right, so count with me, guys. Count with me. How many values do I have over here? I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I'm seeing everybody's with me. I've got 11 values. I've got even 11 values. So my N, Mamelo, can you tell me what is my N going to be? N is going to equal to?
11, the total number of the numbers, ma'am.
Good. The total number of values is 11. But Mamelo, you're not done. You still need to add up. What is the sum of all my values? Let's add them up together. Give me a number. If we add them all up to get. So you need to go 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. How much are we going to get there?
Ma'am, let me put it on the calculator.
Okay, very quickly. Very quickly, or you can just check the chat, because our Watobian family is super fast at math. Good, and they figured it out for us. Excellent. What you can put on your calculator for me, Mamelo, is 49 divided by, what are we going to divide 49 by?
By 11, ma'am.
Beautiful. Find that answer for me on your calculator.
It gives me 4,45.
Beautifully done. Amazing stuff, my sweetie. Wow. Well done. That's it. That's exactly the answer I wanted. Awesome stuff.
Ma'am.
Well done. Yes.
Anyways, I wanted to tell you that I've already done this at school. And
have you guys
there is whereby when we have many numbers, we'll look for position first before we can arrange our numbers.
Yes, very true. We must look for position first. Okay. So it's very important. What you're saying is 100% important. Okay, it's just in this case, when we take shortcuts, we just have to look at ascending order. Okay, especially when they haven't given us like a story behind what's happening.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you're very right. And we're going to use position just now when I explain how we calculate for the median. Thank you, Mamelo. Thanks for reminding me about position, because it is very important. Okay, thanks, Mamelo. Well done. Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. All right, Anotida, let's talk about the median. How do we calculate for the median here?
Well, for the median, let's see. Well, we're going to take all of our values, since it's already 11 values. I'm going to say 11 plus 1 over 2.
Excellent, good. When we calculate for the median, we're going to take the number of values plus 1 divided by
2.
Correct. You're 100% correct. Because what that's going to do is give us that middle number that we need. I just need everybody else to give me the thumbs up. Give me thumbs up if you understand why we're doing this. Remember that thing that Tando and I were talking about, where we were like, if we were from 2 to 10 kilometers, we're going to take 2 plus 10, and we're going to divide that by 2. Correct. But Anotida, the answer isn't going to be 6. The answer is not going to be 6. Correct? You're correct. We're going to go 11 plus 1 over 2 is equal to 6. But this 6 isn't actually our median. What does the 6 tell us about?
What the 6 tells us is the 6th term in this thing right here.
Beautiful. It's the number in the 6th position. And that is why Mamello is talking about position, guys. It's the number in the 6th position. And what is the number in the 6th position, Anatida?
4.
Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number in the 6th position, guys, is 4. So my median is actually equal to 4. Can I just get a thumbs up? Are you guys with me with how to calculate for the median?
The mode is 4. Yep.
Excellent. I mean, yeah, don't even go away. Just answer that last question for us. What is the mode? Okay, the mode is 4. Good. How do we find the mode, by the way, Anutida?
Okay, how can I say this? Well, you just look at the numbers and you see which number appears the most within the...
Beautiful. Mode equals most. Yes? The number that shows up the most. So mode equals most. And the number that shows up the most is indeed 4. Well done. I had no doubts, my guy. I had no doubts that you knew this stuff. It's pretty simple. All right. Thanks, Anotida. Love to see you. Love to see it. I need to hear more voices, guys. Anotida, I feel like Anotida is upstaging everybody with his smarts. Yeah. But we need more people like Anotida. In a world full of silent people, be an Anotida. I love to see it. All right. Zipo, how are you doing, my sweetie? Yes, Nkamanipo, I see you. Hi, Zipo, what's up?
I'm good on yourself.
I'm good, thanks.
For the median.
Yes.
For the median, ma'am, I learned that you just cancel out from, let's say, from 2. So you start at 2 and then you cancel 8, and then you do it again until you get to the median, to the middle.
Absolutely, you can do that. Okay, now the thing is that we're going to get to a situation where we have an even number of data values. Okay, so we're going to end up in a point where your median is going to be in between 2 numbers. All right, especially when you have like a ton of data sets. Like let's say, for instance, they give you 50 data points. It's going to take you forever to cancel. Do you understand what I mean, Zipo? So if we know how many values we have, it's a lot easier for us to just count the number at the end and then find the midpoint. Am I making sense?
Yeah, you're making sense, man.
But in these kinds of situations, absolutely, Zipo, cancel from both sides until you reach the middle number. We can definitely do that. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent
Yeah,
stuff.
thanks.
That was, by the way, because some teachers do teach it like that. Excellent stuff. Excellent. I want everybody to try number B for me. Number B. Question B for me, please. I want you guys to go ahead and please find the mean, the median, and the mode for the data set in question B. Now, the first thing we need to do, what is the #1 rule before we even get started? Kiara, you're cheating. Kiara's cheating. The first thing we need to do is, good, Chifaro, arrange in ascending order. Let's start by arranging in ascending order, then calculate for the mean, the median, and the mode for me. Please take it away. Hi, Shaden, what's up?
Ma'am, sorry, I'm flooding you with questions today, but I just wanted to ask, when it comes to the median, ma'am, is 4 only the median because 8 divided by 2 is 4, or is it the median because it's in the middle?
It's the median because it's in the middle. So what we did is we're not looking at the number 8, Shaden, that's not what we're doing. What we're looking for is the number of values. How many values do we have? We said we have 11 values, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. So in order to find the median, we're going to take the 11 that we have, plus by 1 and divide by 2. And that gave us 6. So it tells me that the number in the 6th position. So when we're calculating for the median, we're using the number of values that we have. Remember, N stands for number of values.
All right.
Okay. So the number of values, then we're looking for the number in that position. Okay.
Got it. I'm liking this now. liking.
I'm glad you're getting it. You know, it's make sure today. I love it. Excellent stuff. Well done. All right, guys. Okay, let's look at this next one because I want to introduce us to something very, very quickly before we head off today. All right. All right, so I'm going to arrange this in ascending order before we get started so we can calculate for each of these. And I'm going to ask you guys to give me a score out of 3. I want to see how you guys did in this one. All right, so if I arrange the values for B in ascending order, I'm going to start with, where am I going to start teaching us? At 1.25. Okay, 1.25. And then from there, we're going to go to, which one? 2 Rand 50 and 2 Rand 50. So 2 Rand 50 and 2 Rand 50. I saw somebody in the chat saying, why are these people so poor? Don't judge people on their life choices, guys, please. 2 Rand 50 and 2 Rand 50, and then 3 Rand. And then we've got 650, 650, 650. So we'll have 3 Rand. And then we'll have 6 Rand 50, 6 Rand 50, and 6 Rand 50. All right. So remember, guys, when we calculate the mean, we're going to go X is going to be the sum of all the X values over the number of values we have. Let me count how many values we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values. So my N will equal 7. And if I add all of this money up, how much do I get, guys? Thank you, Muhuliseni. Muhuliseni says we're going to get 28 Rand and 75 cents. Guys, where did the 75 come? Oh, yes, 75. Correct. So we're going to get 28 Rand and 75 cents divided by my 7 values. And what is my median going to be? 4.12, correct. 4.12 cents. Right, excellent. To calculate for my median, I know that I have 7 values. So I'm going to go 7 plus 1 divided by 2. 7 plus 1 is 8. So I'm looking for the number in the 4th position. 8 divided by 2 is 4th position. Right, so I'm going to go look for the Rand value in the 4th position, which is going to be, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4. My median is 3 Rand, correct, 3 Rand. And my mode, which number shows up the most? My mode is going to be 6 Rand 50. 6 Rand 50 cents. And my one is like a walk in the park, ma'am. I love to see it. Give me your values. How many of you got 3 out of 3? 1, 2, 3. Tell me if you got 3 out of 3, everybody. Alexander, I had no doubts. Varsha, I had no doubts. In fact, I don't think I doubted a single one of you guys. I don't think there was a single one of you who was like, Isabel says, ma'am, I got 4.11.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to tell you about that. I think Isabel.
Okay.
And
wait,
yeah.
I just need to double check my calculations over here. 4.11. Yes. Sorry, guys. Yes, it's 4.11. My apologies. Guys, I was testing you and you all passed. You all passed. Shaden, I love to see it. I love to see it. Well done, guys. You guys are doing amazingly. Well done. Ivan is like, it's like I got 100 out of 3. I love it. I love it. Beautiful stuff, guys. Amazing. I just need to introduce us to range before we start going on to the next thing, because we're going to need range for when we do our 5-number summary. Okay, can you see what's up?
Ma'am.
Yes, can you see it?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask if we can do C, but you can explain.
Oh, yes, my sweetie. Okay, so the thing is, we're going to run out of time. Okay, so what you can do for me is take a screenshot of C, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use C as the while you wait on Wednesday. So if you come on time on Wednesday, you're going to put your hand up and you're going to be like, ma'am, you said I could do C, and you're going to do C for us. Okay. So take a screenshot, get all your answers done, 100%. So when we come in on Wednesday, you're just going to be like, ma'am, let me spill the tea, because you're going to have all my answers for me. Yeah.
I'll be very ready, ma'am.
Even take down D also, because I'm going to need answers for both of them. Take down C and D, because you're going to be the one doing these two for us on Wednesday. All right.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're absolutely welcome. Thank you. Good. Alexander, I feel like you're teacher Nelly. Alexander's trying to steal my job. I see it. Alexander,
you've been sending answers, be like, I'm done with this and this and this.
Like, you know what I mean?
Well done, though.
I know.
We're still doing it, but like, okay, I'm done with the mean. I'm done with with the median. I'm like,
done. It's like, ma'am, challenge me, excite me. What you're doing, ma'am? Child's play. I see you,
yeah,
Alexander.
keep up.
I love it. I love it. Faith, what's up, my sweetie?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, my sweetie. What's up?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask if I can do D.
Oh, yes. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Kanyisile is going to do C for us, and Faith.
Yes, ma'am.
5 p.m. on the dot. After Kanyisile gives us the answer for C, you have to be there to give us the answer for D. So you can't come home late from school. You can't delay coming to class. You must come to class on time. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Beautiful. Excellent stuff. Okay. Good. We have our 2 candidates for the first 2 questions on Wednesday. It's set in stone, guys. Okay. And good. All right, guys, let's talk about the range very quickly with the last 3 minutes that we have of the lesson. Okay, so when we talk about the range, like many of you have already said in the chat, that our range is going to be our highest value minus our lowest value. And that's going to tell us kind of like in what range are we going to find our values. Let's say, for instance, my highest value is 20 and my lowest value is 3, right? I know that my range is going to be plus minus 17. 20 minus 3 will be 17. That means that, guys, there's no possibility for me getting an answer like 1, because 1 does not fall in the range between 3 and the 17 numbers all the way up to 20. My answer must fall in there. I'm not going to get a number that is somewhere in the range of the first number being 2 or 1. Okay, so the range will tell us kind of where the values will fall in terms of where we are. Okay. And the she's here. She's here. The slay, oh, they are here. Sorry. The slay queen is here. Okay. Hi, Limeth. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Is it Limeth? Please unmute and correct me if I'm wrong.
Hi, ma'am. I wanted to ask, like, do you subtract 20 from 20 minus 3?
Yes, you subtract 3 from 20, and that's how we calculate for the range. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, excellent. Now, the information that we're going to put together here is going to tell us a lot more than what we are thinking it is, because not only will the range help us here, the quartiles are also going to help us arrange our information in ways that is going to help, right? So I see a lot of you already telling me that the quartiles are like Q1 and Q2 and Q3, but unfortunately we've run out of time, and I don't want to start something new unless we're going to really jump into it. So the first thing we're going to do on Wednesday is we're going to talk about Q1, Q2, and Q3. So just keep that in mind. We call them quartiles. Quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3s.